Hello everyone and welcome back to Age of Wonders. So, our leader is dead for a couple more turns. Everything is halted. Our research, our empire is in chaos. We're losing morale because our leader has fallen. But we should be okay in a couple turns. I'm going to end... Actually, we should be in just one more turn now then. Yeah. You completed a quest for the city of Bebjun. So they have now joined our cause. There they are. We got the Goblin Big Beetle and the Warg Raida. Alright, so what else did we get here? We got an inn. That's good. A couple gold mines that are already cleared. Some production income, mana income, the hasteberries, which also add production. And then there's a gold pile just sitting right there. Let's get that real quick. That is a huge pickup. The city seems pretty good. Just saying. Pretty good. Alright, what buildings does it already have, though? Let's see. Has a wooden wall, a laboratory, a barracks, a shrine, and a builder's hall. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's check out the Big Beetle. So, Big Beetles. What the heck? Alright, the Big Beetle right... Well, never mind. So melee strike, 14 damage, 3 blight. That's pretty good. That's pretty high. 65 hit points. This is a tier 3 unit. So this thing can dig through cavern walls. They're capable of damaging walls, so I guess it's kind of like also a siege unit. They can overwhelm against pikes and shields. They have charge, cave crawling, night vision, wetland walking. All that is because they're goblins. Though 100% blight protection, I think that is higher than the usual goblin, though. Wow, that's pretty good. I like that. Can we make those? We cannot make those. They do not have the building for that yet. What would that be under? Do we even have access to it? Pikemen and cavalry is probably the way we would need to go to get that. That's the skewer and the warg rider. I'm assuming, let's say, there you go, beetle command. Needs to beetle command. Okay, that has to be it. What else can we get here? A temple. Generates mana. And support units produced at the city gain additional rank. Speaking of... Goblin Blight Doctor is their support unit. Some fancy stabs they have there. Alright, so these guys have poisonous bolts, which can shoot 3 times. They have the arcing shot. That's kind of cool. Weakening touch. Attempts to weaken target enemy unit. Weakened units suffer -2 the resistances and 40% blightness weakness. But what's... I still don't know what that symbol really means. It's a blight attack against resistance? Is that what... I don't know what that means. And that also says inherent. Does that mean all their attacks come with that just inherently? Is that what that means? Hold on. I wonder if that word is just in here. No. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's a skill. I don't know. It's probably a skill. Alright, so they can cure disease. They're walking. Yes, they're support. They have true sight, which is cool. And then the goblin stuff. And these guys are a tier 1 unit? Tier 2? Well, that's pretty cool. They can also, of course, make the Goblin Swarm Darter. So yeah, I may give these guys a shot. I kind of wish I had a Goblin leader to lead them, though. I don't really have one. This guy's gonna get Draconians. I guess she would be our closest one with these dumb irregular units. Yes, right, the Draconian settler. I was going to settle... Forgive me, it's been a couple days since I played this last. I think I was going to settle right over here. Yeah. Yep, I think that's where I was going to settle. And this is the builder. Where is he going? He's going there? What was I going to do there? He should be going up here. I'll move him up here. Alright, these people are on their way back to the capital, I remember that. And you... You know, I can actually... Since that's a raised city, I can use a settler to get a city back there. So maybe instead of wasting my builder's time going up there building a fortress, maybe I should just use a settler, because that's a really good opportunity. Or a good area. Hold on. Bird. So what's here? The outposts. I want your lands. What's up with all the goblins around here? We also have them to worry about. Okay, well. I could also build something right here. Alright, let's have you go down. And you're going to be clearing those guys out. What are they? Draconian chargers and an orc spearman. Okay. Alright, Bibjun, what are we going to do for you guys? Do I want to make something? Probably this to generate additional people. Yeah, let's do that. And the shooting grounds, because I love the darters. And then the temple, because I may try out those blight people. That's pretty expensive. We'll just do that for now, because I may switch to making units. And that is it. Alright, so our leader is now back. Welcome back. Has no movement points for the turn, that's okay. Just happy to see you back. Continue moving them down. And let's jump into a fight. Very likely victory. Yeah, I should say so. What if the orcs have any blight protection? Ooh. Mass curse. -2 defense and resistance. My goodness. And only enemies. Okay. So I need to kill these people before they get close. Alright, orc spearmen. They do not have blight resistance, but they do have throw javelin. Interesting. Huh. That's kind of cool. And they're a regular unit. Well. Boom. And let's see, these guys are going to be able to throw a javelin, but that can't kill me. Alright, I'll just pounce on these guys next turn. Ooh. Ooh, that was a mistake. No. Too late now. Out of range. Let's put it over here, easier to flank. Okay. These guys we will swing over here, because obviously these guys are going to be charging the marauders. And I do not want these swarm darters to even get hit. So I'm just going to tuck them in right here. I want them to have line of sight penalties for these javelins in case they throw them at us. Huh, I did not see them going after that target. Alright. Now, how do we want to do this? Flanking shot could kill. But also, I probably want to move out of their range. So that should be out of their range. Let's move around here like this. Still flanking. Excellent. Alright, yeah. There we go. And shoot. Cool. I would like to get a flank on them, so let's create that opportunity. We will move you guys up here. And shoot. Did not want to engage them in melee, so I'll use my swarm darters. And they're dead. Alright. And we'll just let these guys come in closer, so I'll move them over here. Should be way out, well out of the range, which it is. You guys just stay there. And we'll move you up. And we will kill them next turn. And this is what having a range advantage can lead to. You just create better opportunities for yourself. Since they are indefensive, we gain no bonus for flanking. So I think it's best if we... Well, actually, you know what? Let's move. Get out of the Swarm Daughter's line of sight. Wait, do they suffer line of sight penalties? I think they do. Could be wrong. But alright, let's blast them. Alright, use our hero. Get in range. Shoot with the gun. That is so strong. Goodbye. I will take it. And why not? Let's go after these guys. Clear all these areas out. Gotta keep in mind that my marauders are low. Okay. They do not have overwhelm. I have a chance to cripple the boar. Let's try. Crippling wounds resisted. Damn. Well, I do not want them to charge. They'll do more damage, so I'll probably end up charging them. These guys have blight resistance, whereas Pumbaa does not. But I can't get max shots on Pumbaa, so... Okay. We'll just do this. See, it doesn't look like they suffer from line of sight at all. Because that goes through the rocks. I probably already knew that, but forgot. Alright, Civic Guard. Let's move them up right here. And we will use their bow attack. Ooh, crit. Nice, okay. Alright, let's charge them with our Draconian Raptors. Good God. Let me remind myself what these guys even have. Okay. Alright, and then we should be able to finish off with our hero. How many hit points do they have left? 7? Oh my gosh, yes. In fact, it's almost a waste of an attack, but we'll do it. Yeah, high morale. Goodbye, Pumbaa. Alright, Marauder, we'll move you up just one and put you in that. There we go. Go after the Civic Guard. Right, they could flank. Forgot about that. Very important to know. Let's start off with the Swarm Darters. And let's get the Scoundrels in on this action. That may not be flanking. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter, though. 1 hit point left. Okay, next we have kobolds and 2 boars. Not really anything to worry about. So if I were to build something here, I need to check out that dungeon too. This would give production mana? Yes, production mana and then mana. I'm more concerned about gold. So like here, 2 gold mines and a production. Okay, so where is the settler going to go? I think the settler is going to come up here and rebuild on that city. And then my builder will come in through here and build a fortress right here to be claimed later. I just want this gold income. Alright, so production here. This is just kind of a production city. So, public baths. Further our population growth. Yeah, sure. Get that out of the way. Ooh, no. I want research first. Let's get the observatory. Then I'll choose from there. Capital. Capital, let's pump out another settler. Delaying our growth to 15 turns. But that's okay with me. Okay, here. I think we just got the basic stuff like the storehouse, laboratory. That's it for now. Good goo. Let's pop out a... I don't think I've actually used a skewer yet, have I? So they have the armor-piercing pikeman for strike polearm. Alright, very basic unit here. I mean, can't go wrong with the swarm darters. They're pretty good. Warg Rider has the overwhelm ability. Also still pretty good unit. What does this army consist of? We already have 2 swarm darters and a prospector, which is not a great unit at all. Okay. Okay. Let's pop out a Warg Rider. I don't know what I want. The marauder or the skewer. Let's grab a skewer. Alright, scouts. Do your thing. Let's move down here. You meet Werlag. Is that a player? A high elf sorcerer. Huh. Our first actual other player. Oh. Yeah, this is gifting cities. A feature that should be in Rome. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. But seriously, like, why doesn't Rome 2 have the option to give away cities? Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Something I've always just been upset about with that game. But, alright, so we can offer cities, I guess. We could offer items, it looks like. And then just resources? Huh. Do we want peace? I'll stay neutral for now. Alright, let's continue your scouting around. There is a dungeon on a bridge. That's what it looks like. Interesting. The beetle, right, of course. Of course. Let's have these 2. Let's see, we have the warg there. I need more heroes. But for right now, just in case anybody comes around, I will put this army on the camp, and they can just sit in there. The builder is going up there. And Yeah, so let's move them up behind that army in turn. Hello. You have leveled up. Stronger than steel. All units in the hero's army gain armor piercing, causing them to deal +2 damage against armored units. Now that may be pretty good, because I had tried out a test game with the High Elves, and I believe, at least most of their Okay, they have declared war on me. Wait, what? We're at war, but they're asking for peace? And we would gain 200 happiness from it. Or 200 good. Well, what I was going to say is that high elf units are armored, so that may not be a bad trait. Do I want to go to peace? Do I want to fight? I kind of want to fight. I will not accept. Oh, decline. It seems like to me he's the one who declared war on us, and then he asks for peace. Like, I don't... Maybe that's just like a bug. I have no idea. Make up your mind. Okay, production for here. I didn't actually choose the upgrades for that hero. I'll have to go back to that. Right. Forge an item. Okay. Oh, you can name the item? What? You create the look, what it actually does, and the name? No way. I have a pretty big smile on my face. That is pretty, I'll say it, fucking awesome. That is pretty fucking awesome. Wow. And I have 5 points to spend. I wonder if I can get more with like future buildings to get better stuff. Oh my god. That is so cool. That is just... Oh man, all these things to look through. Bringer of Goodwill. All units in the hero's army gain volunteer. Any units with volunteer require 50% less upkeep. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Every time an enemy unit performs a melee or touch attack against the unit, the enemy unit has a chance to be panicked. Panic units don't obey orders and attempt to run from enemies or flee from battle for 2 turns. That's pretty cool. It's like a blight helm. Is that what that was called in Dominions? Blight helm? That giant, like, purple helmet. Night vision. Yep. Seeker. Physical ranged abilities ignore obstacles and line of sight penalties. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Immune to mind control effects and has 100% spirits protection? Holy protection? Wow. And each different thing comes with different abilities. It's not all just like, hey, every single one of these armors have like, you know, +1 defense. The shield has +1 defense. Oh my goodness. Dude, I don't even know. Like, I need to think about this. Fey slaying. +3 damage against Fey. That's, well, in D&D, elves, I believe, are considered Fey, right? Oh, well, maybe not. This is High Elf Slayer. What am I thinking of? There's definitely an elven race in D&D that is considered Fey. I thought all elves were considered Fey. Maybe, I guess not in this game, though. This may not be a bad thing to do, since we're at war against an elf. But what would I want to make it? Can I make a ranged weapon? Or is this only melee? I'm assuming it's just melee stuff. Wow, that's so cool. You could choose what the item... I'm assuming, again, just what it looks like. Not what you actually see in combat. It's just... Anyway. Man, I don't know. I really gotta think about that. I could just probably spend an episode making one single item. That is... cool. Damn. What would I want to do? Who would I want to give it to? My leader? Oh my god. Too cool. For right now, I'll just do a storehouse, keep it simple. I need to really look over those abilities and get an idea of what I want to make. Alright. So, main hero, let's meet up with your army. There we go. Huh. You know, the boar is kinda out of date here. I'm okay with the rest of this army because I want to see what these guys evolve into, but the boar... Don't really need the boar. Swarm Darter? Quickly becoming one of my favorite units. Let's, tell you what. Pumbaa, you can be in control of Lax Mahin. How does that sound? I'm out of movement points? Oh, really? Oh, right, that figures because I had to come from the city. Duh, yes. That totally makes sense. Alright, well, he'll meet up with the Goblin Swarm Darter. And you... I really need to get this settler up here. What am I doing? Let's move up. And... You know what? Let's move these two units to meet up with her. Because when I use a settler, then it's gone. So there'll be a free spot. And here, I will make a marauder and a swarm darter just to guard the city. Because it is on the edge of the water, and I have no idea if anyone will just kind of come across and invade. And this is a pretty important city. It's got a lot of cool shit. Alright, you... What are we going to fight against? Kobolds and Pumbaa? Sure, let's do it. Oh, nice. Yeah, let them run. Even better. And then High Elves, Swordsmen, and High Elf Union Guard, which is their pikes. So let me just check here. Yep, armored. Armored and shielded. I think the pikes are armored as well. I even think their archers are armored. Kind of like the dwarves. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for it. Take that watchtower. Get some... There's another independent city right there. God, you can make your own items. That's just... I just thought it was going to be a list of prepared, like, pre-made stuff. But you can customize everything. That's just... Oh! You're singing to my soul if you allow me to customize all my gear. That's just so... So good. These guys don't have any kind of blight or anything. Blight weakness. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Pump out the Goblin Swarm Darters. Oh, we're going to war. Let's see. So they have the shield, which gives them a buff against my attack, but these Union Elf Guards don't. I should be able to get in range if I move up here. Nice. There we go. God, these darters, so good. So good. Let me see if I can cripple one of these swordsmen. Ooh. Let's go for it. Nice. Okay, so their movement has now been nerfed. Now I want to finish off these guys. This could do the shot, but... When does that range penalty go away? There we go. That'll do it. Should still be out of range of these guys. Yep. Nice. And she leveled up. Oh, this is going great. This is going so good. They are probably going to... I don't know what the priority is on the computer. If it's always trying to get my hero, because if that's the case, then they'll try to flank her. So what I should do is move these Goblin Marauders up here with their shield. And this way it prevents them from attacking the Swarm Darters or flanking our hero. So we'll do that. Goblin Charger, or not Goblin, Draconian Raptor. I will move over here in hopes to get some flanking action next turn. And the Civic Guard, can we reach from here? No. I don't really want to move up because then that puts them in range of the swordsman, so we'll just do that. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh man, so how do we want to do this one? Well, first we should get a flanking hit on these guys. We would do 3 and then 4 for the charge plus flanking equals dead swordsman. Let's get some more range damage on these guys. Man, these swarm darters. I just can't believe they have no line of sight penalties at all. That's just so good. So good. Alright. Blast them. Share the experience. Civic Guard. Oh, well, these guys are still alive. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, my bad. That's okay. You know what? Let's get our marauders to kill. They haven't really done much at all. There we go. A little flanking bonus. And then let's move you up. That should be in range and no line of sight penalties. Yep. Alright. Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Swarm Darters, MVP of the Goblin race. I'm already calling it. I don't even know what all the units are. Though the Beetle guys seem pretty good too. Alright, so another independent race. Another Goblin. What the... It must be the terrain I'm on. This whole blighted stuff. Right? Are all the cities on blighted terrain? Blighted. Yep, that has to be it. The independent cities that pop up on blighted are always going to be Goblin, then it looks like. Alright. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, another player. Okay, so now, let's see. We got the elf. That's independent. The elf is down here. Yes. Werlac. And now we have Isabella van Helden. Still have a lot of room to expand. We need to get that done. Okay. Scouts. Bird guy. There you are. Do not want to get involved with them. Let's fly down here. Oh man. Yarg, there be a Wraith King. And his frigate warship, arr. Alright, move. That's another Warlock city. High Elf. I like to get a good idea of how strong this guy is. Alright, upgrade your hero. Oh man, upgrade hero. Good god, the rogue. I need to upgrade her. Invention 1, increase spellcasting. Yes, spellcasting. Spellcasting points allows you to cast more spells. No. That does seem pretty cool. +1 resistance seems pretty cool. Throw net. Attempts to ensnare target enemy unit in a net. They cannot take any action. Wow, that's also pretty cool. Gain animal, fey, and monster slaying. Ah, so much cool stuff. Weapon kit. Target-friendly infantry or pikeman unit gains the fire, blunderbuss, sabotage, and throw net abilities until end of combat? What? You're telling me I can upgrade my goblin marauders and give them blunderbusses? Oh, dude. Dude. Get that upgrade immediately. Alright, where's my other hero at? What the heck? This game. Oh, those goblins are going to be so deadly. My other hero is there. Alright, you need to be upgraded. Alright, so I was thinking about armor piercing. Counter poison. Blight protection. Don't really have to worry about that too much right now if we're going to fight against elves. Restores 10 hit points and 50% of the movement points for target from the unit. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is the one I wanted. All units gain armor piercing. Let's get that. And we'll grab the increased hit points. Alright, builder. We need you to go... Oh, well that's not as cool anymore. Because this Isabella person owns that gold mine. That would be nice to get, though. Can I build on a mountain? Because if I build it right there, I could grab that, this, and that. Might as well try. We'll see. These guys produced a warg rider. Okay. Close. Oh, is this the same turn that I moved all these guys? Oh, wow. Jeez, this has been a long turn. Alright, the Dwelling of Tror Malar has a quest available. Oh, nice. Yes. What do you need me to do? Slay the undead. Very hard, but we get a frost dragon? Oh, no, I don't think I want this quest. Who wants a frost dragon? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, we accept. My gosh, we accept. So the undead are right there. So it said very hard. So I think what I will do is I'll use my leader and then this hero with all the units, and I will go up there and take out that quest. And we're going to get ourselves a frost dragon. I'm going to get ourselves some customized gear. I'm going to grab, hopefully, a fortress on this mountain tile. I'm going to rebuild this city that I raised, because that's the kind of guy I am. And do some other stuff. This game is getting cooler by the episode. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Take care.